Peter here, it's the 5th of August, and I know it's still quite early in the year, but in some ways it feels like the year's over as far as the bees are concerned. And I've sort of taken off my honey, and I've done the Varroa strips. I've used apivar this year. Thought I'd just show you some of the nucs. See the entrance here, I've got the entrance quite small because we've still got a bit of a problem with wasps around, but fortunately the bees seem to be defending the boxes. And, you possibly remember the start of the year, I think it was about late April, I made up quite a few nucs, just really to sort of try and prevent my big colonies from swarming. Some of the nucs have failed, but some seem to be doing quite well, so I thought I'd just show you the nucs today. This one, it's a Payne's poly, and because this colony was getting so big, I decided to put on an extension box. Okay, and I've actually left some supers on here, and I know obviously doing the Varroa treatment I'll need to won't be able to extract any honey from these supers, so I'll sort that out next spring anyway. I've still got the queen exclude on here, so I'm tempted to take that off. I mean, with hindsight, I think I might have been better getting a sort of fairly big extension box on here. So if I take the exclude, obviously the queen's going to move up and start laying eggs in the supers, which isn't ideal. Anyway, on to the next box. Similar story on this one. Nuc made up late April, doing nicely. Again, I've got sort of a fairly small entrance here. Same thing, I put an extension box on here. I decided to leave the supers on here. So the bees have moved up here. So I think with hindsight I might have been able to get away with just having just the brood box, not leaving any extra supers on there. It's always a bit of a gamble knowing how much food to give the bees. This next nuc hasn't done as well as the other ones. I mean, there are a lot of bees in here, but when I last looked there wasn't a huge amount of brood. Say the bees are going in today with pollen. See, there's a few wasps here. But again, having the sort of fairly small entrance, the bees seem to be defending it quite well. I've noticed some of the bees have been going in with I think Himalayan balsam. Yeah, this small eek I've got on here, I thought I'd just put a few pieces of comb honey in here for the bees, just to give them a bit more in the way of stores to keep them over the winter. So I'm not totally confident this one will actually make it through the winter, but I'll give them a chance anyway and we'll see how they get on. Put the brick back on top of there, so it can get a bit windy. And this next Payne's poly, again I've got sort of a fairly small entrance here. Bees are defending it quite well. I've modified this Payne's, so I think this one's got 8 frames in, and there's a nice weight to it, so I think these ones should survive the winter as they are. Just got the one apivar strip in here. Wasp there, there you go. And the last nuc I've got, again it's a Payne's. These ones have done quite nicely actually. Same story, I've got an extension box on here with super frames in. See, there's quite a few bees up the top here. Again, I've got the excluder on this box, so I think perhaps in a couple of weeks I'll take all the excluders off the nuc boxes, and I keep my fingers crossed. And in the spring I'll obviously have to have a bit of a sort out, and I've got 9 colonies at the moment, which is a bit too much for me, so I'm intending to sell some of these nucs in the spring. Well, this is just one of my big colonies. I've got a lot of honey from this one this year. And again, I've left the super on here as well. Anyway, I hope you're all doing alright, and hope all your bees have done well this year. And yeah, good stuff. I'm going to have a nice quiet day today. Perhaps do a bit of work in the garden. And thanks for viewing, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for your comments, and all the best now. Bye now.